Ulyov and Ludmila, his wife, were in deep discussion about retirement, more specifically, Ulyov's retirement. Ludmila began by saying, I'm having a hard time picturing you retired, Ulyov. As I said before, I just don't know what you'll do with yourself. You don't have a hobby, and we won't be able to travel all the time. Ulyov looked frustrated. He replied, Once again, you're only considering the negatives, Ludmila. There are so many positives that could outweigh the negatives that you brought up. Have you considered them? Ludmila stared directly into Ulyov's eyes. There was a fire burning, and she was trying to keep it under control. Ludmila said through clenched teeth, I Ulyov. Being able to spend more time with Galina and I think that's the greatest positive. I fully support that. But you must realize that we can't spend every waking moment. Ulyov responded, I know that. I'll have to find things to do to fill my extra time. Ludmila shrugged and said, That's what's worrying me, Ulyov. What will that be? I don't want, or rather can't, be responsible for entertaining Galina and you. I think you're looking at your retirement from a rosy perspective. It's going to be you with your feet up and without a care in the world. Ulyov replied resignedly. Part of the picture I have in my head involves just that, carefree, time to myself. That's not all I want to spend my time on. Ludmila went to Ulyov and put her arms around him. She whispered, I think you need to come up with a better plan. I'm afraid you'll lose yourself when you retire. I love you dearly and don't want you to go anywhere. Ulyov returned Ludmila's hug. I think I'm starting to understand where you're coming from, Ludmila. Before this conversation, I only saw you putting up the stop sign. Explaining your thoughts has helped me gain perspective. Ludmila released the bear hug she had on Ulyov. She sat back and looked him in the eyes again. She said lovingly, We'll get to where we want to be, Ulyov. Together. Ulyov smiled at Ludmila and said, How about I come up with a better plan? One that focuses on what I will do. I will say one thing, though. It feels so selfish looking at it like that. Ludmila replied, That's the thing, Ulyov. Doing what's best for you is not selfish. It feeds your soul and meets your needs. Two very important things. Hi, Jeeb here. Welcome to episode 93 of my Let's Play with Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, Rote Bucht 1.0 Reboot. Thanks for taking time out of your day to come and check me out. Appreciate it. It's awesome. So yeah, I got a few things on my list. I did a little bit of investigation in between, and I've got, we need to finish planning out the garbage, getting the rest of the footpaths done, come up with a better, or a good idea for how I'm going to hook in all the garbage, because having them run on footpaths isn't the most efficient, but again, that's pretty much all we've got for that outside ring in the new city. So it is what it is. I got an idea for the fire station, and I want to move. I want to copy this garbage setup area up to another another part of the map that can be used in the for garbage drop off in the Mazina area. So that would be good. And basically just keep the infrastructure going. So that's the other thing. I should I saw this broken vehicle. Okay, so I think what I need to do is replace that. Well, obviously, because I don't think it's. Oh, it's only 4.72 years old. Wow. And it's broken down already. Wow, I guess we don't buy those anymore. Okay. Dumper. That was a big one. Just trying to see what its speed was. Let me just. What's that? BZ252. That might be a US one, or a NATO one, if you will. Yeah, we don't need. Oh no, that's this one right here. Yeah, it's 35 kilometers an hour. Hardly worth the. I mean, 25 tons is nice, but you know, you get 18 tons and it travels almost 4 times the speed. So, but three and a bit. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's go with. There's a different yellow. So I'll we'll do that, and hopefully see him come up out of there shortly. There it is, and okay, what am I missing here? Replace it. There. This dude, and then we'll take that, or do we just cancel? Yeah, we'll delete that stop, and away you go. Okay, cool. All right, that wasn't in my list of things to do, but whatever. It's all good. So, first thing is probably get started on. I had a look at the fire stations, and there's one covering this area, so it's this one right here, which is awesome. And I think it'll reach over here as well, where I have this one. But I'm thinking this one is just a little bit out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it can kind of get to this and here. I mean, it can cover other things as well, but I don't. It won't cover this area. So I was thinking if I put something down in here, we should be able to cover all that off, transfer the vehicles over, and get rid of this one. And then we can have all the people on the buses there working here, and we just need to up the game a little bit here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And yeah, we've got everybody in there working. So let's go look at fire stations, and I believe it was this one. It seemed to fit in here quite well. I want to be able to see that the road actually gets created there. Okay. And it has a mechanism, so that's awesome. And okay, footpath. Get rid of this one here just for the time being. And we'll put one in there. We'll commit to that. Get the. Oh yeah, you don't. Now you do. Okay, good. So we should be get going on that quickly as well. Okay. This has people working or assigned. Need to get some concrete. And are we in a... No, we should be fine for gravel. Yeah, there's plenty of gravel. Oh, machines are being replaced. Okay. And yeah, we got everything going on there. Okay, so we have the fire station dealt with. Let's I want to spend the second half working on the city and the infrastructure. I think that's probably a better use of. We got all the gravel on here, so that's cool. Not much we need to do there. That's done. That's done. Oops. This is well on its way. This is on its way as well. Get this one started. 2 and we're in a good place. Almost. Okay. Just using the okay, looks like that's pretty much the last of the excuse me, the little tiny pieces of footpath. We can come back and look at that a little bit in the future. We've got more than enough work assigned to our construction office, so let's go see about copying our garbage processing. Okay, now I don't, pretty sure I don't want, it would be, oh, I can get that. I just didn't want to get the, but I do want, I wouldn't mind. Well, the garbage is the garbage. We'll have to deal with that. And the roads will be the roads when we get over there, and the footpaths as well, so. Okay, and yeah, I definitely need to get the incinerator over there as well. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. I had picked out what I think is a good spot, and I think a good orientation, and it's different than the other one. I want it this way because then we have, excuse me, the my brain is just blanking out. What we have is the two buildings that require water and sewage set up for us. They're on the proper side, so we can get the roads in however we want to get the roads in. So I'm going with that, and I just want to quickly pause this before it gets, well, we'll let the the smoke clear from the. Okay, so you have water and you have sewage, and oh, we have power there as well. So maybe we don't need that one over here. Water, sewage, power. Okay. Awesome. And I don't know that these need, or do they need power? And storage. I can't remember now. They have, yeah. Well, I don't know that we have. Oh yeah, we've got a couple left, so we could hook that up. Probably not a bad idea. Okay. So footpath. Cancel that, and we'll come in here. And then we don't need this leg either. And in fact, we can do this a little bit better as well. Okay, cool. Oh, and that did join. That's cool. And it's not connected to a road, so that's going to be a little bit of chain. Oh, and they do use mechanisms. Okay, cool. So we'll get that in place, and want to have that connected up, and this one as well. And yeah, these will be changed to asphalt roads, no doubt about it. We're kind of losing a little bit here. What's going on? Quickly, I was paused. Whoops. Still the lack of meat. Not loving that. Gonna have to investigate that. Just should not be a thing. Now I'm thinking, instead of connecting these buildings up to a road here, I was maybe coming down this way, which means what? I just need to connect a road here, and I need to find the end of this road. Okay. Get these ones out of the way. Then I can do this kind of in pieces, if you will. That. And I think I can do this. Ooh. Yeah, that's not great. Well, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. I can leave the stub in here so that we have an opportunity to connect in there if we need to. We can do that. So, okay. Yeah. I should let this run, shouldn't I? Excuse me. So the garbage. There is garbage here, and I want to see what it covers. And not a whole bunch, mind you. I guess there isn't anything. The two buildings that need the garbage are down here. So maybe I pause this just for a moment while I think about how I want to do this, because I think I can get, if I do a large one in the middle here. Yeah, I can show you what I mean when I'm saying that. I know I'm probably not making a whole bunch of sense. Okay, that's good there. But I was thinking, just like I said, the big in there. This should, when I connect connect this back up. Should give access. So now, I think I can say, where's your garbage? Sorry, I thought there was garbage away to see. Let's see, walking distance here. That 167 doesn't seem right to me from there. Would have thought, well, maybe I put that at too far up this way. Okay, let's let's start over again and let this continue. I need to get rid of that, and the footpath. And see if I can get this lined up in the center a little bit better. Okay. Like more equidistant to the two. Because 167 is just not going to cut it, right? Okay, let's see what we've got here now. Why is that further? Unless it's just not seeing the fact that the footpath is all connected up. This is the incinerator, yeah, it is. Okay. Demolition finished. What were we demolishing again? Oh, the transformer, so we can start building it again. Yes, right. Okay, cool. Right, let's go back here, because this is, sorry. This is messing with my head. Yeah, this is definitely a shorter distance than... Let's try it. Yeah, it's like it's not seeing the connection there. Well, I'm gonna go with it. and it's connected. I'm quite sure of that. No, can't yet. Yep, got a stall in that. Should soon have one in there. So, yeah, I think that's all right. And then this will be, because we're gonna have guys delivering and picking stuff up from here and delivering in here. So I want to make this a asphalt road. So as soon as we're done the other paving job, which is just down here, then we'll go up and start on the other ones. So yeah, we're just about done the gravel portion. Then we're going to need some asphalt, and then we'll be good to go. Cool. And these, yeah, these could, yeah, no power obviously, but we'll get the power in shortly. This is built now. This is getting worked on and should be done sooner rather than later, which is awesome. And we're delivering materials to apply our heat. Okay. Just Oh, done the infrastructure here. So now, move the garbage, done the fire station, keeping up on top of the infrastructure that needs to be built in the city. We should get this sorted out shortly as well. Okay, yeah, I think we're moving the right direction. Okay, so we're just working on getting the concrete. Whoops. And okay, good. Well, they got the refit all done. It's cool. Okay, so I think it's this one could be replaced. I think because its wear and tear is 100%. This whole replacement thing is really not not clicking in my brain for some reason. So let me see about getting another big truck, waste truck. 80, 87, 6.56. No reason to not go with one that's equal and faster. Okay. What do you mean? Mark P big garbage container? Okay, so I guess we're gonna just sell you. And this maybe this is Mark P. I'm thinking. It's that. Oh, that kind of sucks. I guess what I'm gonna do for a little while, so I can get a little bit of money, so I can place this guy. That's gonna stay there. That's gonna stay there. So I'm gonna move two. Shoot, two of the ships that do the exporting of our commodities, construction commodities. So I think you're on your way back. So what I should do is, yeah, change this up so that you go to the, stop going to the Soviet border and go to the western border. Okay, yeah. And we'll do the same with you. I want to set him to this one. 2 and 2. And Western countries. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of cash in a while, and then we'll be okay. We're not seeing the meat issue here now. Okay, well, hopefully that's that is sorted out. And there's still and it's something that I'm not sure about how to deal or how to manage it is the exporting of the fuel. because it's done on a container, and our container port is right here. So do we just? I think what I'm gonna end up, or at least what I'll try to begin at the start, is driving to the port. Yeah, that's what's going. Versus building a port here and buying another ship. I think that might be a smarter way, and I think it's only because this is such low volume to have a ship that's kind of dedicated to exporting. Excuse me, by exporting just the nuclear fuel, I think is probably not the best idea. So yeah, that. Okay, we still got a fair amount of gravel there. How are we getting any coal built up? Marginally. It's not a lot. But it is some. And we are getting materials here. We just need concretes. Yeah, all of the expensive stuff. Okay, let's get materials delivered here. Footpaths are all in. Awesome. How did we do up here? Looks like we got all our footpaths. Well, not all. We still have this one to deal with. Okay. Somebody else on their way. Going to get some asphalt. Okay. Coal ore. We were never exporting that anyway, so not a big deal. Yep, we're doing all right. Except we dropped down to 77%. Oh, there's our lack of meat again. There's should be enough meat there. There's enough meat in that. I don't know what would be the problem, unless there's a lack of store space. People lined up when the meat comes. Hey, you know. This is the grocery store. Bringing meat, so I mean that's. I don't know what else you do about that. Unless, like I said, what the situation is that the stuff that gets delivered here just is lagging behind when we need it. Yeah, see, we're down to 0 here now. And yeah, here's the refrigerator guy. Why would you be that slow in delivering the meat? Or am I looking at this the wrong way? When 50% want you to go get it, and that's at 1.5, when there's 1.5 tons left. Oh, that is so on the edge. Sometimes it goes to 0, and sometimes it goes back up. So I gotta try to think about a better way to deal with that, because I think maybe the 50% is too low for meat, and the only way that I can manage that is with another distribution office, because I can't make the change in this one for drop off. Can't have it. It's 50. They're each 50%. So yeah. Okay. Well, maybe instead of hopping back and forth, I'll do the notify me when it's done situation. Alrighty. And this is okay. That's done. So let's. I'm curious now to see if this. Yeah, see, 63 meters. So it's good. They're both covered by the garbage. Yep. No problem. Okay. Power. And they're both covered by garbage, so I don't need to worry about any of the rest of it. I do need to get some power up there before I move on. Oh, is that? Oh, jeez. I put it right exactly where it was in the worst. It just happens that way with this game. If something can be in the way, it will be. Whoops. Okay. Awesome. We'll think I'm going to assign this road. And how are we? Yeah, they're doing a pretty decent job of getting materials delivered here. So I think we're fine once some mechanisms get yeah, we're into rolling phase now too, so that's good. It means we can get our road connected up here. So let's have a look at this to see what could be done for garbage. Because all of these buildings need garbage. And I was thinking of placing 3. This is the police station, school, in here. So, you know, it would have been cool to have one here, another one for these 3, and another one for those 3. But I think that's maybe a little bit of a pipe dream. So I don't know how I could connect it up. What I was thinking, garbage, was using the large small stand like this. Oh, and that actually covers a pretty fair amount. Maybe that isn't such a bad because it also does a little bit of coverage on the some of the inside building. What do we get for coverage here? Yeah, and that's keeping that short. And I don't want this to be. That's not obviously none of that is covering anything from this side. We'll have to make an allowance for that, but I think that's pretty good. So do want this little section that I built at one point taken out. So yeah, shoot. Okay, well, that's what it is. And nobody's going to be in range of that. Nobody. They aren't going to be in range. There's only one. So the demo is here, isn't it? Yeah. All right, let's get you going. Put it high priority. I don't think it makes any difference. And there's only, it's going to be one trip, so not going to be a big deal. Notify me when it's done, please. Thank you. Okay. So I think that's a good starting point right there for all of the. Whoa, no, the big small one. that's the one that I want. And something else that I was thinking about as well is we're going to need some monuments up in here somewhere too. Yeah, I think that's pretty good amount. Coverage for those. And of course, these ones I put backwards. Should have had these two facing the inside. We'll have to come back and figure something out for that stuff. Yeah, that works for them. I don't know how busy they're going to be. We'll be filling it up. Quickly. Oh yeah. And it did a similar thing there as well. So let's see, is this going to, big little one, is that going to work here? Yeah, I think it will. Oh, good. Winter is coming to a halt. And let's get some more now that I can see. Some work dealt there. And one more set here. Ooh, and a little bit more work there too. Actually, a fair amount. Okay. access to that? Correct. Okay. I did spend a little bit of time looking at for ability to get across over here, and these two buildings kind of make it impossible to sort of follow that same pattern, if you will. So maybe running something through the middle here. I think we'd probably end up having to go to street level, because we're not going to get there won't be a node here. There's no node there, so we'd have to run to this point and then come back up the road and then over here and hook up to that north-south or up-down path, if you will. Oh, there's a couple more in here as well. Oh, construction finished. Stuff, man, we're up pretty quickly. Although happiness is starting to turn around. We've got we're into our okay, that's the fire station, and this is just needs people. So let's transfer our two trucks from there to here. So we'll give you new home. And I think this will automatically go to 0. And the other that's the footpath. Okay, good. Yeah, so if we demolish this fire station, I don't know that I can select them from here. Same routine here. Get you assigned. Okay. Fire truck show up soon, because we're without fire protection at the moment. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't know that we need 46, but yeah, 30 is probably fair. And where's our fuel? 50%. Okay. Alrighty, and now our big little one. Cool. So now it's just going to be a matter of figuring something out between the two of those. These guys are all off the main road, so they're connected to the main road, and these guys aren't, so they're a little bit, I kind of did this one, this quadrant is a little different, so it's going to be, keep an eye on that once we get going on that. I'm just wondering now, while I'm thinking about it, garbage mode. Oh yeah. It works quite well. And they can get into work here via the road. I'm not blocking anything off necessarily there. Which one is that? Oh, the heating plant. Cool. I mean, it's going to help for sure. With our, that was another reason to move the fire station over here, is because it's going to have this heating plant, and then also the police. Oh, we don't have fuel here. That was probably one of the reasons why I wanted to build another DO for fuel. Was because of the police station. So yeah, we got heat in this area now, so that should take care of both of these places. And good stuff. I'm gonna probably want to add another bus to this line. Maybe 2 buses. Just with the increase in 30 firefighters and another 18 people there, thinking that's so how many do we have here? 6, yeah. We seem to have more than enough people waiting to add a couple more buses. And we do want to keep our, see our number of workers drop pretty substantially there. So that's pretty much. It's still nowhere near where we had it before. Okay, I'm gonna buy 2 more buses. It doesn't look like we've made an export, so a bus. And that was the Yelch. Thank you. And it was the white one. That is the line. Okay, good. Need to go to depot anymore. Just go start picking people up. Okay, cool. Right. Now, garbage. Got a road here done. It's cool. And we've got the garbage for all of the houses, as well as the internal. Yeah, these are not the best in terms of, as nicely. I wish I had followed this closer here, where I had them built the same way versus having them flipped around and then use this as the through. But that is, we just deal with it. Yeah, all in place. Just need to figure out a way to get a reasonable way to get those for garbage. I mean, I certainly could put something, spin this around and go to the back. Let me show you what I'm kind of thinking about. If I had that this way, and then this was, because that can come back a fair ways. That might not be bad for those two. Yeah, we'll look at that one next time. We do have some time before everything needs to be finalized there, and I think there is definitely enough space. Okay, we've got making really good strides again. Oh, we're up to 54 minutes. Last time I looked, we were at 40. So time goes when you're having fun. So. Next episode, probably want to do the asphalting these two roads. So maybe as a reminder to myself, I'll put in this temporary road here, and I hope that'll come through. Yep, it will. Hello. And that should be a good reminder for me to. That's where we were headed. There's definitely enough meat there. It's just getting the meat in here. I don't really like the idea of building a little. That's the refrigerator, dude. But yeah, I don't really like the idea of. He should be gone if we're trying to keep that. Okay, there was a guy. Okay, never mind. Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting the road built there. Excellent. So that should be in effect. Okay. Adding 2 buses made a big difference. Oh, look at the amount of steel we're getting in there. Good stuff. Oh, and we did get an export. So, yeah, we should be, next episode, we should be able to get rid of our truck and then bring the new guy in. So, and then switch those guys back to the other line. I guess I can just leave it. It's not like we're hurting for cash on the ruble side. So, fair deal. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's starting to get dealt with for sure. Okay, well, I'm gonna call that an episode now. City is definitely coming together. We're getting down to the point where we could probably start building some of the buildings, especially on the inside. I think that's pretty much a done deal. We've got one more heating pipe that just needs to be finished off, and that just needs a little bit of steel and some people, and we should be good to go. So anyway, thanks for hanging with me today. Appreciate that, and hopefully we catch you in the next episode 94. Cheers. Have yourself a wonderful day.